iOS 14, problem solved. Well, almost. We've got 3 things today we're going to discuss where we can minimize the impact of iOS 14, particularly for e-commerce. Number 1, you need to verify your domain. Number 2, measure your website events a bit better than you have been. And number 3, track your conversions over 7 days now so that you understand what impact will happen when that iOS switch happens to your users. Now, it may have already happened, you may have already seen that drop, in which case the third tip won't be so useful, but you'll still be able to see an insight as to how much impact that has going to have if it hasn't happened yet. So number 1, verify your domain. This is quite simple. You go across to your business manager, you navigate to your business settings on the left-hand menu, click brand safety and then domains, then select your domain from the available list and click add if it isn't already there. And you'll have to then follow the verification process to make sure that obviously Facebook knows it's your domain and you own it. The second one is a bit different. Measure your events a bit better. So use the Facebook conversion API if you can. This is connecting your website to Facebook, and obviously there's a variety of plugins to do this. But also you can better manage your events by turning on auto advanced matching. Now what this does is actually matches an audience from the people that fill in the information on your website. So for example, if somebody's going through the checkout on your website, picks out the information such as their name, email address, and a few other bits and pieces, and they'll then match that with people on Facebook to try and find an audience which is similar to that rather than picking it up directly. So if you click on the settings, you head across to Business Facebook Manager, then go to Events Manager, then go to your settings. You'll actually be able to toggle on the auto advanced matching settings there. Now the third thing you can actually do is to start tracking your conversions over 7 days. If you track over 7 days now, you'll then be able to see what difference that's going to make if they change the settings and they change the iOS 14, and then you'll only see 7 days anyway. So currently you're probably seeing 28 days, or you have done in the past. Switch it to 7 days to see your past data in a 7-day attribution window and see how it differs to your 28-day attribution to then understand what impact it's going to have when this rolls out, or if it hasn't already rolled out, if that makes sense. So to do this, you head over to your business manager and you go to the campaigns view or whichever view you want to do, and then you go across to your, obviously the columns, and manage the columns in that report, and then you add in your 7-day attribution window as a column into your ads manager so you can actually see that, and then you can compare the two. Think of these as solutions to solving this specific iOS 14 problem or trying to minimize the impact rather than solving the real problem. Because what you'll realize here is a lot more channels are going to be doing this. Android's going to roll it out, web users and website browsers are going to be starting to use that, and they're going to be reducing like the cookies and different things and tracking on there. So obviously think about this is going to happen to all channels. Is there a better way to get traffic to your website which is going to be hyper targeted and also get the right people so they make purchases online? Is it going to be a good ROI decision basically? There is actually a good channel I'd like to suggest, and that is what we call SEO. That is a search engine optimization. It's a very reliable channel which consistently grows if it's done right. And what you do is you actually work on the website to add content and information to the website so that Google sees your website as more authoritative and more informational than other competitor websites. And then they obviously redirect people to you. So your listing on Google goes right up the top, and then you get people coming to your website instead of your competitor websites, and then obviously you get purchases from that. Now many people think about that as a very non-ROI driven, but we can actually track the ROI. If you're interested in more how it works, pop your name in the comments below and we'll actually send some information over how you can basically figure out how to get a bit of this SEO going and actually get some traction on it so you don't have to spend so much on this bit of an unreliable ads platform. Facebook, I know it has been reliable in terms of ROI and tracking, but that's soon going to change, and there are always going to be changes happening within the ads world, which is difficult to manage. Thank you very much. This is Lewis France from Uniquely. We look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.